Welcome back to the Realistic Road to Glory here on FC25. As you could see just there in the news article in the last episode, we were able to beat Liverpool to win the FA Community Shield, and hopefully that's a sign of things to come for the season ahead of us, where we have made some significant improvements to the team already and are looking to make some more today, provided funds stretch. We were asking you if we do or don't sign Conor Gallagher, and the general consensus was, yes, Ches, you should sign Conor Gallagher. He's too good for the money to turn down. So that's what we be doing today. We haven't replaced Morgan Rogers. We've used those funds elsewhere because Chris Rigg can play out wide if needed. We do have some more youth players that are now good enough to make an impact in the first team squad without needing to go and splash the cash on anyone else. So Hayward obviously did a very good job last year, and we're hoping Rizzo and Ando can fill in as well as needs be on the left-hand side if Agbenon is either tired or just not doing what he needs to. So one more signing today is the plan, and then outside of that, hopefully, just a really strong start to the Premier League season. We did not start well to the season last year and had to kind of build our way back through the table towards the European spots. Whereas this time, we want to start strong and stay strong. Everton away, Ipswich at home, Leeds away is certainly a favourable start to the season on paper. So hopefully we can get the results in. We do have a bit of a difficult November and October with Tottenham, Palace, who are very good, of course, and Chelsea in October. And November, both Manchester sides and Arsenal, basically. December looks all right. January is okay, although obviously the end of it is going to be a bit more difficult than the start. And then the run-in is also okay. So fingers crossed we can have a strong season. I would love to challenge for not just. I think the top four is a must this season, and I think I'd love to challenge for the Premier League title if we can. If 68 points last year was enough to win the league, surely we can get 70 plus this season. We've been within 6 points or something of the league last season, and the season before we were like 8 or 9 points off the title. So it's absolutely doable. I feel if we can just start the season well and keep that going, it's absolutely doable. We have the Premier League's Golden Boot winner from the last 2 seasons in a row in our starting lineup. So that says to me, we've got the quality in the side to do it. Shempong has been hotly touted, actually, this window, but we are rejecting every bid that comes in for him thus far. We're going to reject almost every bid that comes in for anyone thus far, unless it's from the real big boys, which I don't anticipate us getting many bids or any bids, to be completely honest, from said big boys. In fact, none of them have actually shown any interest in any of our players. AC Milan are only the only big club, like elite level club, to come in for us or for a player of ours. But of course, they finished in 6th in Italy last year. They're in the Conference League and don't have a great squad, so they are not necessarily performing at the peak of their talents giant at the moment. Ipswich game has been moved, presumably for Carabao Cup reasons. So we're playing them on the Friday rather than the Sunday now. But Everton on this coming Sunday. We'll play the Everton game first. Then we'll look to get Conor Gallagher in. And then hopefully we'll be in a good position from there to keep the points tally ticking over and go for a Premier League title challenge. And of course an FA Cup again. And a Carabao Cup potentially for the first time, and hopefully get to a European final again, and this time win it. We went FA Cup final defeat, FA Cup final win. We've gone European Cup final defeat. So let's follow the pattern, shall we? Saying thank you to J-Wins, Colm, and Freddie on the board behind me for your continued support in the comment section. Thank you very much indeed for that. Let's go and beat Everton away from home at Goodison Park, and then one game at a time, all season long. Let's go for the title. Benjamin Sanders in goal for Everton at 82 rated. Connor Bradley, Tadibo, Odogu and Tom Roth is their backline. Marco Maya at 90 alongside Felix and Mesha. Zalewski, Deal, Moraes and Xerxes is their front line. They've got an 11 and then there's not as much quality on the bench. Shempong into Mateus Fernandes. A little bit of a heavy touch. Gets caught as well. Advantage played, good footwork from Chris Rigg. We'll lay that in front of Mateus Fernandes, who will go for a worldie. Odogu looked like he was on his way down to ground when he blocked that, and then just popped back up to his feet again, which was rather jarring to watch, but such is life as some of the animations sometimes. Murillo's been so solid, actually, at centre-back, hasn't he? We weren't overly keen on replacing Longos, but it was just the right time to replace Longos. But Murillo has certainly bridged the gap very well indeed. And Chris Rigg doesn't quite give us a 1-0 lead here. We're defensively sound so far today, and offensively creative, but not yet offensively productive. Thanks, he's making a run in the channel, actually. I will get it out to Agbinon, though. Might look for Rigg again, actually, here in this gap. And then look for Lancashire and get an early shot away! Bradford 1, Everton 0. Will Lancashire taken a little while to get going in the past couple of seasons. Although, actually, last year, he did score like 3 and 3 and then had a drought. Season before, he just had a drought. But hopefully this time, no drought whatsoever, just raining goals all year long. Rigg, 1 minute left in the half. Fernandez with some good footwork there. And I'll look for Dibbling, actually. And Dibbling, good first touch. Dibbling! Good save by Sanders. No second goal. But we are the better side today, and we look likely of getting the victory. Fernandez. Whoa! That's Meyer as well, who's already on a yellow, isn't it? Why, when you're on a yellow card, would you go in that rashly? Brain dead. On the first day of the season, their best player has had a rush of blood to the head and has seen red in more ways than one. Everton a goal and a man down, and surely now that is this game done and dusted. We should, well, not walk it from here. They're still flying into challenges. Have you not just learnt your lesson, gentlemen? Oh, Fernandez doing it again. And Mesha. Oh, okay. Mesha's written me off. That was embarrassing, I think, from our side. Very, very well done indeed. Oh, oh! Did you see that? He's coming back up. I don't think I've seen that animation before. He actually went over the top of the advertising hoarding. I've not seen that before at all. I don't recall ever seeing that animation. Is that something new they've added in? He's just running in and he's like, oh no! I might even use that as a thumbnail. The camera has a great view of his arse as he's upside down there. Yeah, I've genuinely never seen that animation in the game before. We'll take a screenshot of that. That's going to be the thumbnail. Him just upside down underneath it. That's unbelievable, Jeff. Deal down the wing. Back to Jimmy Garner, who's run straight into Chris Rigg, who's actually about to come off for Trent. Give that in there to Lancashire, who will look for Agbinon, who's just onside here. Not really got the angle for the shot on goal, but a first-time effort from Lancashire, struck very well indeed. Sanders makes the save. Changes are plenty for us as we now look to rotate a little bit. And even though it's only 1-0, we feel like we're comfortable in the game. And let's be honest, the players that I brought on are the few that I do have some quality with. Shempong, make the run. Oh, he did make the run, but it really wasn't the ball I was after, in all honesty. Edge of the box, I see ya. It's Trent. It's Trent. Oh, it's a good save by Sanders, to be fair to him. Well in. Oh, I see the room, actually, for Dibbling. And the first touch out of his feet, away from the defender. Top ends. Said I wanted a bit more from Tyler Dibbling this season. That is more like Season 8 Tyler Dibbling than Season 9. I tried to do a celebration. He's just decided to run away. 2-0. Game over. Good finish. In fact, great finish. Corner, Everton, last minute. Consolation goal? No. Can't even beat the man at the near post, which is the cardinal sin from a corner. Although that was a good effort. But ref, just blow your whistle. Thank you. Take a 2-0 win on opening day. Start as we mean to go on. A clean sheet. Trubin on his Premier League debut. And a goal for Lancashire. The first game of the season. And maybe Dibbling back in form too. It probably couldn't have gone much better. And Ipswich next. Although Conor Gallagher in between. Mr. Gallagher. To be fair, who's now dropped from 86 to 85 rated. But that means that he's probably going to be there for the rest of the season. He might have done all of his dropping in rating already. And we've got 20-something available. 27, was it? 27.8. So we can't go any higher than that. But I don't anticipate they are going to go much higher than that. He's valued at 35.5, but to be fair, my chief executive said I could probably get him for 17. I'll start at 20. Okay. My chief executive is apparently on one. Absolutely not able to get him for even close to... Well, they're coming down quite considerably, actually. We might be able to meet somewhere in the middle. I'll offer 25.5 and hope they say yes. They've said yes. They tried their best to force a big deal for them, but... They said market value 35.5, and his market value is 32. So he must have declined literally today. I might have done myself out of a little bit of money there, but never mind. We'll try and get Conor Gallagher in. We are going to go over wage budget with this, but obviously with the allotted and allowed overspend, we'll be fine. We can still offer another £283,000 a week. And if I give Conor Gallagher £280,000 a week, you have permission to shoot me. Oh! Really? £75,000 a week I thought would have been absolutely, at least negotiable, considering it's more than what he's currently on. But apparently he's offended by me offering him £75,000 a week. Well, rephrase, his agent is offended by me offering him £75,000 a week. I always feel like it's the agent that is the dick, not the player in most cases. So maybe we'll let Conor off. We'll try and negotiate one more time. If we can't agree for a second time, then we will look elsewhere. That's kind of annoying. I want to start him against Ipswich, actually. Received an offer for Shempong. No, I do not want a 28-year-old, 83 rated CDM. Thank you very much. Plus 3 million quid. Leicester offered me 40 mil, but Josh Shempong's going nowhere, thank you. If we're turning down AC Milan, I'm not then going to accept a bid from Leicester, am I? Ipswich Town at home next. Ipswich, the side that beat us in the FA Cup final 2 years ago, that we knocked out in the FA Cup semi-final last year on our way to lifting the trophy ourselves. They've brought in Jurien Timber at centre-back since we last played them. Lawal starts in midfield for them, and Lenny Stevens is now preferred on the left-hand side. But other than that, the side looks pretty familiar from the last few games we played against them. They still have Luca Hiralainen, who of course was our centre-back in the Championship. I don't know if Luca ever actually played for us in the Premier League. I can have a quick look here on the squads track and we can see when Luca was with us. Sold at the beginning of Season 6, which was as we were heading into our first year in the Premier League, I believe. So Luca never played a minute for us in the Prem. He's now in the Prem with Ipswich, obviously, but not playing for them anymore at this particular moment in time. Made a couple of changes to my 11 for this one because of the, on paper, easier, or more straightforward opponent. I hesitate to say easier, because no game in the Premier League is easy, as we've seen throughout the course of this save, and as we see in real life, apart from when you play Southampton. So, we will hopefully still get the result here. Rigg out wide to Hayward. Hayward will float it. Ribeiro, and it's Dibbling that's underneath it, not Ribeiro, but they're able to clear it away. And we will have to try again, which we're doing immediately. Oh, and we very nearly had another effort to try and score a goal. It's Ruiz. And Guesson. Ball roll, Longor steps in. Guesson's won it back. Cuts it back. And Lenny Stevens gives Ipswich Town a 1-0 lead. The first goal scored at the ground since it's been upgraded isn't by a Bradford City player. This is our first. It's not the most English-looking ground, but of those that were at the level of having that many or that size of capacity, there aren't that many English-looking grounds, unfortunately. So we just went with one that had a capacity that we felt was applicable, and we just have to kind of make do with the way that it looks. I didn't really want the East Point Arena because it just looks like Stamford Bridge with white rather than blue. And we've played at Stamford Bridge a lot doing Chelsea saves. We played at the East Point Arena a lot doing various different saves in England. This is a stadium I don't think I've ever had as a home stadium before, so it has a little bit of something for us. We've got gold lines as well, you'll notice, not white markings on the pitch. So that adds a little bit more uniqueness to the feel of it here. In-game, it's the Hajduk one. I think it's called Hajduk. Or Honguk. Might be Honguk. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's the Stephen Derby Arena for us. And I'd rather not lose the first game since the redevelopment if we can avoid it. What was it I said earlier about not having any easy games in the Premier League? Oh, Ribeiro's just cutting everyone apart here. And he's done the same defender again. But he can't get the shot away on goal. Oh, that was a brilliant run. Ribeiro's so good. Longos underneath this maybe. No. Can Rig win this header? Yes. But he can't find a teammate. And Ipswich will clear. Why is he untackleable? He's not untackleable. Oh, and there's so much space for Dibbling. Hadn't even noticed. Wrong foot the defender. Drive into the box. Score the goal. Tyler's back, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Dibbling is well and truly back. We got a bid from Crystal Palace in between the last game and this one that I don't think is going to make the highlight package of like 75 million-ish from Crystal Palace. And had Dibbling not scored a great goal on the opening day against Everton, I might actually have considered negotiating and selling him for like 100 million quid. But at the minute, I think he might be back to his former self. Dibbling. Defender did the right thing there and backed off a little bit. Ribeiro under control, trying to beat his man, and then reversed it back to Fernandes with an early effort deflected and wide. Putting the pressure on. Let's find this goal to go in front against Ipswich and then just not let them back in the game. Long ball's up. Good header, but headed wide. Guesson cutting inside. Well, Longos tried to step in and win the ball there and didn't. And that's a decent effort by Guesson that needed the strong arm from Camille Grabara. There's only 15 minutes to go here. I would very much like the win, please. And wait here to Hayward. Into the channel. First touch needs to be good. And is. But it's just, there's so many bloody defenders around me here. Fernandes. There's the win. Strikes Mateus Fernandes with a rocket shot from the edge of the box. All turned around here. We lead. I've just been quite confident in saying that's the win. But it's only the win. We don't let them concede, or don't let them score again. The ball was supposed to go back to the goalkeeper and it went to the defender next to me, but we've gotten away with it. And down the line here, looking for Dibbling. And crowd roaring their support. We'll look for Ribeiro. Okay, Agbenon then. And Rig! There's a third! We're definitely getting the win now! The quality has finally shown through. Chris Rigg scores his first goal in the Bradford City shirt. A memorable first game at the new expanded stadium. Good touch by Stevens. Tackled well by Shempong. And that'll be game. Back-to-back wins in the Premier League. We were third after the first fixture. So we'll at least be third for the after the second, surely. We've won both games by a decent margin. So fingers crossed. We are indeed top of the table. Manchester City, the only other side to have won. There are lots of others that haven't played yet. Okay, I won't get too carried away. Let's try again for Conor Gallagher, shall we? Now, it now should update to replicate... No, it still says market value 35.5. It's not, game. His market value is 32. Well, maybe they'll let me have him for less than before. 28.4 plus a 10% sell-on clause. We can have the sell-on clause if it means I can save some money. 25.5, I think, is what we agreed last time. 24 is what we'll agree this time. All right. I'll take it. Now then, Connor, if you'll actually tell me what you want a week... That'd really help, pal, in all honesty. 2-year deal again is fine. No release clause is fine. Just give me an idea. 97. Now, could we not have negotiated from there last time? Big goal bonus. I think next year, we will actually factor in the bonuses that players have in their contracts. Or at least we'll try to. And keep tabs of... we might have a single sheet that reads bonuses, and then at the end of the season we can see who's met their bonuses and then give them that bonus, so that we're actually factoring in that level of financial aspect of it and add another layer of detail, because at the minute I don't give any bonuses, because in game it has always just given them that bonus immediately, not triggered it when they actually meet the bonus. So it's been the habit to remove it there, and we haven't actually allotted for those on the spreadsheet version yet, but for 26 we may well add that in to add another layer of depth to the contract negotiation side of the spreadsheet, etc. So I will remove that for now, And we'll add this up to 107, and hopefully he'll sign that. £107,000 a week. Conor Gallagher is going to become a Bradford City player. The deal is done. So we're looking at right back, obviously. The backup right back is the one position we're left needing someone. I don't feel like I could really... I mean, we could, just like we did with Correa last year. We could loan with a view to buy Walters, Norton Cuffy or Katongo. At the minute, Dedic at PSG... Will it let me do it through the game? Dedic at PSG is like 4th choice fullback for them. So this just seems like a no-brainer loan. Whether it's a loan with a view to a buy, maybe we do what we did with Correa and we say if it's Champions League football, we pay the market value. So Dedic is going to come in on... I'm going to have to do it through the live editor. But Dedic will come in on loan and be our depth at right back alongside Trent and Jay Davies at fullback on the other side as well. So we're going to bring Dedic in. So I will do this via the live editor and update it on the spreadsheet. And then we can go and play Leeds and hopefully stay top of the Premier League. 1100 emails. The fuck? Oh, European games have been scheduled. That's a lot of games rescheduled for 8 European games. So in the European League phase, in the Europa League, we have Torino, Monaco, got Gillingham in the Carabao Cup. That should be pretty straightforward. We've got Olympiacos. We have Norrköping. We have Mallorca. We have Villarreal, Bologna and HJK Helsinki. If we don't make it out of that league phase, I will retire from football management. City have bid for Grabara. I might actually be in a position where I have to consider that. Although we've started the season well enough that we can probably justify turning it down. We'll see who else they have in goal at City. Because at the minute, they are the current back-to-back champions. They've 79 rated Archie Hancock, and that's it. I'll be honest, I think I need to accept this. Grabara, 85 rated, doesn't start every week for us, would want this move. I think I have to negotiate this. And even then, I don't know if there's really much negotiating I can do. Because he's 34. And they won't really want to pay more than what he's currently valued at. This will add... they only want to pay 8. The player would want to force the move, knowing he's going to start every week at the Champions. I can absolutely understand Grabara would want that move. We're going to need to look for a lone goalkeeper, backup lone goalkeeper. Just means that Trubin will be the number one everywhere. I'd like someone that's decent, though, to come in in a cup keeper role, rather than just sign someone that's not great just to fill the European criteria of having 2 goalkeepers on the books and then still playing Grabara every week. Still playing Trubin every week. But we'll wait and see if this deal goes through. So that's the Conor Gallagher one. We do need to update the player wages and shirt sales from the most recent week. And then we can go and play Leeds. We're actually there now. It's taken a little while to get to that point. Leeds have always been a bit of a stumbling block for us, haven't they, in their local derby sense? Dean Henderson, Hector Fort is a new signing for them. Garcia, Strauch, Parisi. And then the front 6 are as they normally are. In fact, Saeed doesn't always start, but the rest of the front 6 definitely normally does. Adli Cardoso, Saeed, Roger Fernandez, Sudakov and Bayer. And this time I'm absolutely going to try my best. Well, they've got Mohamed Kudus as well. I think he normally starts on the right-hand side for them, or at least has done in recent times. Kudus is moving in real life as well, I think. He's leaving Milan and going to... my brain's telling me Napoli or Marseille, but I might be completely mistaken with that. I'm sure Kudus had negotiated a deal somewhere. Kevin De Bruyne is going to Napoli as well. The save that we do after this one, regardless of where it is and what sort of save it is, we will, of course, update all of the real-life transfers that have happened up to that point in the real-life world. So we always do that for the final save we do each year, regardless of where it is or what it is. So we'll look to do that, but for the time being we're concentrating on having a very strong season 10 in the realistic RTG, please. And a very realistic season 10, sorry, a very successful season 10 would be a Premier League title for us this year. Lancashire is in the box, but Struijk was able to match him stride for stride, which I am surprised about. Oh, lovely little flick. Good save. Ah! Bloody hell, Ouattara, give a man a heart attack, will you? Christ. Thought that was going in the roof of the net. Adley with the corner for Leeds. And Ouattara's there, and this time, actually, doesn't really clear any better. What is that, mate? Oh, my God. Trubin's kept it out. That's the most important thing and the only thing that matters. It's a good pass. Oh, it's beautiful. It's really, really, really good from Leeds United. The Bogey team strike again here at Ellen Road. It's Maximilian Bayer. But that footwork from Saeed and then the first time pass just written me off. Don't like this at all. Oh. The Bogey team strike again. I'm even getting shushed by Saeed now. They know it's a derby, don't they? They always turn up against me. They'll finish lower mid-table, but they always turn up against me. And I hate it. Ah, yeah, no, you saying that in chat has just triggered me. It's not Mohamed Kudus that's moving in real life. It's Yusuf Musa that's leaving AC Milan to go to Napoli. I always get Kudus and Musa mixed up for some reason in my head. I don't know. But one thing that can't be mixed up is the scoreline here. Egbenon. Just going to try and burn the defender. Forge was not to be burned. I'm the one that's getting cooked here. Engels, Fernandez, Dibbling's making a run. Lancashire will make a run. And I get a little bit lucky. Can he take it in towards a goal-scoring angle? Not really. Back for Dibbling. Dibbling looking for Agbenon. Agbenon to Rig. Rig in some space. Can't score. I can't score. Everything Leeds are doing is working beautifully against me. I am not going to get anything from this game, I don't think. Conor Gallagher's going to get a chance to have a run out here. Trent should soon be changed to a centre mid. Should actually happen by the end of the episode. Now, I do think he's genuinely going to go up to like 88 or 89 rated. But it's not going to make much difference for our January window because I haven't got any money left. So even if he is super high rated, I can't buy any other highly rated players because I haven't got the pennies to do so. We've got nothing left in our transfer budget whatsoever, and I'm about 60 grand over my wage budget too. So unless we see a massive sale in January, at the minute I want to sell myself and get sold by all of the Leeds attackers. We won't be doing anything in January, and what we've got will be what we've got for the whole season, but you never know what's going to happen in any given window. We've had some interest in Lancashire in this window, but it's not by anyone we consider really that we need to sell to. And if we have as strong a season as we're hoping to have, this game aside, i.e. challenge for the title, then I don't think we'll be looking to sell anyone to anyone in January either, regardless of who it is that comes in for them. But this Leeds game is a wake-up call that I thought I was going to fly into the back of the net. That really, we need to be ready for every single game. There are no easy games in the Premier League, especially against big divisional rivals. And we might have made improvements to the team. We might have gotten 2 really solid first results of the season. But we are not the finished article yet, or at least we're not winning every game we play yet. And I can't even find a consolation goal here because the woodwork's in the way. And that sums up our day here at Ellen Road, unfortunately. We will just have to hope to get payback on them when they come to the Stephen Derby Arena because we're not getting anything from this one. It's beautiful from Conor Gallagher. We might get something from this one. Gallagher on the pitch, gets an assist immediately. We are back in the game. That could have been 2-2 if we'd have finished the effort earlier. It's not. I was trying to flick it to Ribeiro actually, but it's Dibbling that is 3-3 in the Premier League, and he scored in every single game for us so far this season. But I don't know as I'm going to get the ball back off Leeds, and there's 3 minutes left in the game. Thank you for finally giving me Arna Engels. 3 minutes left in the game. No, just let it go wide. Anatoly. The fact that he's given them a corner there is probably what's going to seal their victory. That was going wide. Catch this. Let me get it. Get up, Anatoly. Oh, we've lost by 2-1. Painful, but a learning curve continually for us in the save. I do not like playing Leeds. Right, we said we were in a position where in January we think we'd probably reject bids for everyone. Paris Saint-Germain have come in for Will. £110.7 million is the bid. We are 6th in the league. He's back-to-back. He's back-to-back top goal scorer in the Prem. PSG are the calibre of side that I have to negotiate with. I'm sure. I can't just turn PSG down. It's like the only real teams are PSG, Barca, Real, Bayern. Effectively, maybe Inter, or Juve, but that is a giant bid from a side that are so much better than we are, and they've only got an 84 rated Nicholas Holst as their. I've got to negotiate it. I think Will Lancashire, after achieving everything he can individually in the Premier League, might be on his way. The offer is £111 million-ish. I obviously want more than that. I would like 150, please. 87 rated is where Will Lancashire is. They'll offer 130. But Luis Enrique might well be open to negotiating a bit more. I'll ask for 140. They will pay it. I don't know whether I've unintentionally manifested that by what I was saying in the last game, but £140 million, Will Lancashire looks like he's on his way to France. And as we approach transfer deadline day, we will find out whether that deal is going to go through or not. And within... that's Grabara. I was going to say within 24 hours it's gone through, but no. That's Grabara going to Manchester City. Okay, that's fine. That one I can deal with. But, we're going to have to find a striker, I think. I don't see him turning them down. Grabara to City for 8 mil. We are going to need another goalkeeper on deadline day. Oh, we are going to need another striker on deadline day too. William. Billy boy. Mr. Lancashire leaves us to go to Paris Saint-Germain for £140 million. Well, that's the transfer record fee in the save, if ever I've seen one. So the previous biggest incoming in this save was Don Angelo Canado for 85 million. Nearly, or close enough to, twice the value. So 87 rated was the highest rated player as we started the window. So we have 87 rated. I think actually, to be fair, Mateus Fernandes is, well, it's as we start the window. And he was 87 at the beginning of the window. So 87 is our ceiling. Right. I think that's where we call it today. And YouTube, give me some names, please. I need to replace Will Lancashire. Help me.